So Stella Davis introducing assignment 1, project number 3, which was to do a building and to make an abstract print from it. I knew straight away where I wanted to go. There's a set of barns about 7 miles away from where we live, which I've been out to before and taken photographs of, and managed to find a day when I could get out and draw. It was so windy, it was not true. I had a blanket on the ground. I managed to tuck myself down behind a bush to sort of stop the paper flapping about. But beautiful day, sun was out, and I really had a lovely time drawing these barns. So this was the first picture that I did. These barns, and then the second drawing is again, which I also did on site, was analysing the shapes a bit more, and the tones, and trying to pick out some of the detail of the barn door and the tile roofs. So yeah, they felt like a good morning's work to have got those captured. So I came back and started analysing what I got, the smaller sketchbook. It was really easy to draw the barns when they were in front of me, but incredibly difficult trying to transfer my drawings and to get everything accurate and have the same sort of life about it. And in the end I resorted to photocopies and copying it lots of times and reducing it, and then when I started cutting and sticking, I realised that it started to make these wonderful patterns and curves and shapes, and then I was really on a roll, and this is the project that I've enjoyed the most. I got completely lost in it. So cutting, sticking, matching up different bits, picking out different colours, trying out different, cropping it in different ways, and some of these again very good sort of painterly abstracts, but I wasn't quite sure how I would interpret them in a lino cut. More playing, putting it onto coloured backgrounds and exploding the shapes, and then I came to this one, which I really like the effect of this because it became something else. It looked like a tower block, and sort of a large rectangle started to take on a life of its own, and become quite abstract. This page I love, and I'd like to come back to this one at some time, but I knew that it was just too much work for the project that I've been asked to do and the timescale that I was working on. But I would love to come back to that one someday. More looking around, trying to pick out colours and playing with shapes. And this was a bit of a breakthrough here, because I started to just focus on one small area of the barn and what I could do with that. I was playing with another area, looked to me like musical notation. Again, it also had some nice angles and shapes and began to get a flow in it. But I came back to my barn, and this was the pattern that I decided on, and started to work it, again collaging it onto a tissue paper background and just cutting out this little window shape here to get the background colour showing through. But I couldn't stop playing. So plenty of little barns, and more. I even made a little barn by photocopying the shapes, and it all folds up to make a little barn building. And then I took that shape there, the tessellation, and photocopied it and reduced it, and put that shape onto a page as well. And then again it took on another new life of its own. They look like little nuggets or sweets or rocks or something. You just lose the sense of scale completely as to what it is. The building's lost. I think. Right. So from my barn, I produced reduction lino cut of these shapes. So a grey background and then printing on black. I need to go and get the rest of the shapes for those. I've printed lots of different ones in different colours, started to play around with those. So I came up with these two pictures that I'm submitting, and that one. So I've had endless hours of fun producing my little barns. There was one I took by itself, mounted it on some good quality paper, put it in a pale coloured frame, and it came up as a really nice birthday present for a friend. I've done this one, which will be coming to the tutor, just playing around with them and collaging them, and this picture as well, which I discovered that when I turned them on their side, they actually took on a life of their own and became a profile of a face, and I've done quite a lot of playing around with that as well.